able to add members to a room if it is private. So maybe if we uncheck this box, another field shows up down here to invite people. How's that? That's pretty fancy. So let's add another field here called members, which will initialize to an empty array. Here are buttons. So above that, we'll add another div. Inside that div, we'll have a label for, we'll call it users, right? Members. And we'll add an input type of text. That's fine for now. That's not a very good way to select all these users, but get the job done for a moment. Name equals users. Yeah, that's enough for right this second. So what I want to do, there it is. I didn't apply any style to it. So our label needs some style. Here we go, class name. And the input, we'll give it a class name too. There you go. Now it's a nice looking field. So we only want it to show if it's private, right? If it's not public. So we did some conditional rendering before. We've done it using a ternary. But the thing is, we don't have something else we want to show instead if it's the other value, right? We don't really have an else. We just have an if. So here's another trick for conditional rendering. Cold water after icebreakers. Really cold. Really cold. Let's indent this a little. And I'm going to say, let's wrap this in curly braces. Our condition is not this.state.room.public. Because that means it's private, right? So if that Boolean there is true, that is if the not is true, then I want to show the div. So how about this? Just use an and. So if this evaluates to false, so it is public, then it just won't put anything there. Otherwise, it'll check the second condition. Because on an and, if the first thing is false, it doesn't even keep checking. Otherwise, it checks the right side of the and if that thing is truthy, it returns not true, but that thing. It returns the thing on the right side of the and. Yeah. This isn't a function at all. What do you mean? Yeah, so it'll either return false or nothing, or it'll return all of that. Well, so basically, this and that, if both are true, the second thing is what will actually get returned. It doesn't actually return the Boolean true. It returns the second operand. Yeah. So this is a good trick for conditional rendering. If you want to only show something if something is true, just put that thing before an and put your JSX after. Or I'm a filthy liar and you shouldn't listen to me, but let's find out which it is first. Okay, I don't see it, right? It's not there. Ho-ho! Yeah, so if it's private, our members list shows up. Woo! Cool. So conditionally render a non-working members field. So it doesn't do anything yet, but it's there.